these are the ingredients we're going to use for tonight. We're going to use the hot smoked sausage. We cut like about 6 corns this size. And then we cut like about 8 potatoes, red potatoes this size. And first we're going to boil the corn. Then I'm going to slowly introduce the potatoes because I know they're not that big and they're not that small, so I don't want them to get all soft and mushy. And then we're going to use some lemons. Fresh garlic we're going to wash and dice, as well as the onion. Then we're also going to use like 2.5 pounds of shrimp. And then we're also going to use these next ingredients, which is butter, the Old Bay seasoning, black pepper, salt, and this is cayenne. Okay. We already have the corn over here boiling. I'm just gonna cover it, and then like about 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna introduce the potatoes. We'll be back. So we ended up cooking the corn for 20 minutes, not 10. And we are slowly going to introduce the potatoes into this pot so they could boil as well. We'll check them in about 10 minutes. We'll see what happens. While the corn and the potatoes were boiling, I decided to dice the sausage this size, and as well as the onion. I used a half an onion. And then I also diced the garlic. Then we're going to add the Old Bay, the butter, the cayenne pepper, some lemon juice, and also the lemon slices. We're going to throw them in there. We're going to use the black pepper as well. We're going to put it all in the pan. I am now adding the half onion that I diced. I also added the hot smoked sausage. I decided to dice 6 cloves of garlic, which I will be adding as well. On the side, you kind of see a pot where I'm melting butter. We are going to add that butter towards the end, right before we put the pan into the oven. We're going to mix all these ingredients together by hand. So make sure your hands are clean before doing all these next steps. After adding the red potatoes to the pot, we cooked the corn and the red potatoes together for 30 minutes. Then we drained the water out. Then we added those 2 ingredients into this pan. And we're slowly going to add all the butter all over. Then we're going to add the other ingredients right after that. We already added the lemon juice. So the lemons that we used for the juice, we decided to cut them this size and add them into the pan. Now we're going to add the ground cayenne pepper. Not a lot, just a little bit, just to give it some flavor. Then we're going to add the Old Bay. And we did use a lot of the seasoning because this is where the flavor comes from. So we used a lot. If you think you used a lot, no worries. It's all good. Then after this, we're going to add some salt and some pepper. Not a lot, just a little bit. This is where we added some salt and some pepper. Then we're going to cover this pan with foil. We're going to put it into the oven for at least 20 minutes at 400 degrees. By that time, I'm going to have some more melted butter. After the 20 minutes, then we're going to add it into the pan. So now we're checking it. The sausages were not cooked, so we're adding more butter. We're going to put it in the oven for an additional 20 minutes. Well, we took it out after the 20 minutes and the sausages were not cooked, so I decided to put them in a pot, cook them in butter, as you can see. So now after they're cooked, we're going to pour them into the pan. Now that the sausage is cooked, we're going to add it into the pan, make sure it's mixed evenly. And after that, it's ready to eat. It's ready to serve. So I hope you like my recipe. Don't forget to subscribe, click a like, and thank you.